Big thank you to Maximum Entertainment and Polychroma Games for providing a key to Until Then through Lurikit. In Until Then, a fateful meeting sets off a chain reaction, upending Mark's life. In this visual novel, you uncover a hidden truth with Mark and his friends in this narrative adventure. Race to unravel the mystery before it's too late. Until Then is available now on Steam and PS5. I usually know what I want to say about the games that I play, but sometimes there are stories that I'm unsure of exactly how I want to express how I feel about it. Very impactful stories that I will remember for a long time are few and far between, and Until Then falls into that category. A category which stands apart from the rest. The character writing is so strong in this game, and in my personal opinion, it's much stronger than the overarching story of the game. Not that that is bad in any way, the characters are so real to me, they're written so well that they are literally my friends, and not only did it feel like that as I was playing it, but I really could see a lot of myself in a lot of these different characters through their different struggles. They have very different ambitions, different home lives, and in all of them I could see little pieces of myself, which just made me feel even closer to them. I was filled with emotion seeing them go through various situations in the game and felt so close to them. I was brought to tears more than once during my gameplay. Until Then is a game where even when the credits roll, you're gonna want to stick around to see what happens next. I don't want to get into any spoilers for the game, so I'm not going to go into any details, so this may be a bit of a shorter review because I just don't want to spoil anything from the main story of the game, but I did enjoy the main story arc overall in the game. Sometimes I did find it difficult to follow, and there were a few questions that I have that are not answered by the end of the game, though most of them are, like the biggest ones are. There was just some little questions I was kind of having some confusion about, and I've seen quite a few people ask the same questions as me after they finished the game and a lot of discussions online. So in no way did it detract from my appreciation for the main story or the impact of the story for myself. I really loved it, and you can clearly tell that there is just so much love surrounding this game from the reviews, which are overwhelmingly positive on both platforms of Steam and PlayStation. People are loving this game and relating to it so much, but the devs clearly took a lot of effort and time and care in telling this very personal and touching story. The game is absolutely beautiful. The art style was the first thing that drew me to it before I even finished the trailer. It was just so captivating, and it's just so gorgeous. It's a lovely pixel style art, and it just looks gorgeous. I loved it. The lighting, everything in this game was just so beautiful and great to stare at for hours while I was playing it. There's lots of beautiful shots in the game of different scenery and of different situations as characters are talking or interacting. It's very beautiful. The music as well, I mean, oh my gosh, the music is a very integral part of this. Again, I'm not going to get into it, but music's very integral, and it shows just how much care and passion was put into making the music for this game. There's a lot of personal stories that some of the devs have discussed behind this music, and it's just so beautiful. I loved it so much, and some of this music was getting stuck in my head over the weeks that I played it. I did take my time playing it to enjoy it, and sometimes those songs were really in my head because I enjoyed them so much. The overall sound design was also just really great. There were a few times where there would be a really loud, odd kind of noise, like someone maybe yelling in the back. You know, it's supposed to be kind of like background noise, but it felt just a little too loud or a little too jarring. So sometimes that did happen. I have seen a few people kind of talk about that, just some of that. So that happens sometimes. You get kind of used to it as the game goes on, but there are sometimes some interesting sounds that are overpowering in the background. But that was the only thing I noticed. Otherwise, all the sound design of like walking and stuff like that and how the world sounded was really nice. It took me about 16 hours to finish the game while taking my time with it. I did find that the beginning section of the game, it was a bit of a slow burn, but I really like it. As I've finished the game, I understand there's so much that needs to be explained in the first part of the game, so it makes sense. Like now looking back, like I don't think it's a bad thing. It was just something that I noticed. So if you're noticing that, maybe just take your time and get through it. It does pick up as the story goes on. It is a bit of a slow burn, but that doesn't necessarily detract from the overall story. I would say just just take your time with it. And I'm glad I took my time with it because that really helped me to appreciate it a lot more than rushing through it. As of my recording this video, it should run great on Steam Deck. Now, actually, as I was about to record this, they just announced that in a patch, they've added cloud saves. So because cloud saves, while I was playing, it was not enabled. Playing on my PC and like getting recordings for this video to have some of the first hour or so kind of on screen is what I usually try to do for my reviews for games. I couldn't really go back and play on my Steam Deck because the saves wouldn't transfer very easily. I just really like the cloud saving feature going back and forth when it works. So because that wasn't implemented yet, I did not really play it on the Steam Deck. I think I played like 10 minutes and then I realized my saves weren't transferring over. So it was working fine. It does have controller support. I did play with the controller on PC, and a lot of the mini games I found much more enjoyable to play with the controller. There was lots of mini games that felt a lot better to me on controller compared to using a keyboard. So I'm sure you can play on the Steam Deck without having any issues. I didn't when I played the first little bit on the Steam Deck, and then ended up realizing that it wasn't actually going to go over to the PC, so then I just played on PC. So now that it's cloud, you know, I'm sure now that there are cloud saves, I'm sure it's going to get verified pretty soon, so look out for that if you want to play it on Steam Deck. I'm sure it'd be great to play on Steam Deck. I can't see there being a lot of issues because it's not like it's super graphically heavy or anything like that, and the controller support is there for the game. So I really enjoyed this game. It's a game that I will remember. There are characters I will remember for a long time. I saw myself in a lot of them from different stages of my life, growing up, from things I was going through as a teen to now. It just did help me do a lot of self-reflection, but also just, it's such a good game for really letting you live through Mark's eyes, hearing Mark's thoughts. You never really don't like Mark as he's doing something. You kind of understand why he thinks something might be strange or why he would think a certain way. And it's just a really good game. It's a great visual novel. I usually play about one or two of these every year, maybe more, but one for sure every year stands out to me, and I think this is going to be the one this year that really, really stands out to me. I really, really enjoyed it, and everything about it, it feels so emotional thinking about it, and I really don't know what to say, like what more I can say about it. Without getting all wordy and everything. I just really enjoyed it, and I think if you like visual novels, it's definitely something you should check out, because I know they're not for everyone necessarily. Not everyone has the patience. Maybe you can watch someone play it even, because it's just such a good story. I wouldn't want you to miss out on it. But yeah, it was really good, really interesting. I enjoyed it. Good visual novel, and I look forward to whatever else comes from this dev studio, because they clearly love the work that they do, and I just really love when I'm able to feel that coming through in the game, and you could really feel it with this one. So it was an absolute pleasure to play Until Then. It is one that is going to stick with me for a long time. Let me know if you are going to check out Until Then down below in the comment section. I will see you all very soon. I will be live streaming next week. I'm away as of the posting of this video, so I may not reply to comments as fast as normal, but I really love seeing them. So feel free to say something down below, like maybe some hi or something, or let me know how you're doing this week, and I will see you all next week for some live streams and some brand new game releases. Thank you so much for your support on this channel. It has been absolutely incredible, and again, big thank you for getting this key through Lure Kit. It's been incredible being able to get keys to review more games than I've ever been able to, and I just really appreciate the support from everyone, and especially my community here. I appreciate that. So thank you all. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, whatever time it is you watch this. Remember to stay safe, hug your loved ones, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.